Your crypto is highly traceable. Don't let anybody deceive you. And you too, don't deceive yourself. Especially if you use a platform like Bybit or Binance for your trades, for your storage, for anything that you're doing on the blockchain. As long as you're using an exchange, it is highly traceable. I've said this thing a couple of times, but for some reason, people don't believe me or they think I'm just capping or looking for views. But recently, there was a video that I stumbled upon on the internet, and this guy was literally breaking down all the various ways that anybody or the authorities, especially, can go about tracking people. I think that this is something that you would like, so watch this.
How do law enforcement and other agencies, other entity, other bodies trace people within Nigeria? I will explain it. They use a combination of traditional and modern technology to track individuals. Here is let me give you general outline to how they actually operate. Number one is what they call CDR. It's called what we call detail records. They work with telecom companies to access call, or we call it call logs, text records, and the location of phone. Two, there's what we call SIM registration details. They use what we call, since SIM cards in Nigeria are kind of linked to national identification numbers, NIN. Police can track, or any other person can track, the owner's identity. There's what we call triangular or triangulation. They can use triangulation, which is using cell towers. All these masts you always see, these cell towers, they that can determine your phone's location if the GPS is off. There's what we call IMEI tracking. They can also track stolen or active devices using their unique IMEI numbers. The other one is what we call SMM, which is social media monitoring. They they can monitor profiles for location check-in, tags, or posts that reveal someone's whereabouts. They can use what we call bank transaction records. That means collaborating with banks. They can analyze transaction locations, times, and associated accounts. There's what we call BVN, which is bank verification number. With BVN, they can link multiple accounts to an individual and track transactions. There's what we call email headers. They by analyzing the metadata in emails, they can identify the sender's IP address. Even if you're using VPN, they can work on all those things through court order. They also use what we call IP address tracing. That's with cooperation from ISPs like MTN, Airtel. They track internet activity back to physical addresses. I wouldn't talk about the CCTV ANPR systems. Let me not go there yet. There's what we call social engineering. Sometimes they employ informants or undercover agents to extract information from associates. There is what we call phone tapping. So with legal authorization, they intercept calls and messages. That means they can hear what you are saying on call and they can check your messages. They've used that to apprehend a lot of kidnappers and the rest of it. So there's what we call geofencing, and that means they create virtual boundaries in areas of interest to identify individuals entering or leaving. That's within the airport areas and the rest of it. There's what we call public search record. That's where they can access national databases to cross-check. Now, these depend on how great your offenses are. They can use all these things. And sometimes they even use what we call forensic analysis or devices. If they confiscate a device, even if you password it, even if you have deleted something from your phone, they can recover deleted
Now,
files.
here's the thing, right? Now, obviously, from what this guy has said, I don't think they're going to just go after any random person. Obviously, you need to have done something really serious that will require them to spend these resources to get you. But the point I'm just trying to make from this is that do not think that your crypto is completely untraceable. Why I'm saying this, even if you are conducting a P2P transaction on the blockchain, the person that you're interacting with is a digital footprint for you because that person can be linked to you in every way, shape, or form. However, the advantage with crypto is that it actually makes it a little bit more complicated and difficult for them to follow your transactions. And I'm going to tell you one simple way to even make it much more difficult. If you do not want your crypto to be traced back to you in any way, shape, or form, there is something called Monero. This is a crypto project that has their entire narrative based on privacy. How Monero goes about their privacy solution is that, you know that I said that you leave digital footprints whenever you're doing anything on the internet. Well, what Monero does is that they add other footprints into your digital footprints, thereby making it much more difficult for you to be traced. I don't know if that makes sense. So if that happens, they probably won't be able to trace the transactions back to the origin or where the transaction ended up in. Besides Monero, there is also Zcoin, there is Zcash as well that also does something relating to privacy as well. With that being said, I really suggest that you be careful on this internet. And although these privacy coins can help to improve your privacy, but it does not eliminate the fact that it can still be traced. It all depends on the gravity of the offense. If you like this video, kindly subscribe, smash the like button, share with whoever you think might like this, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.